job, buddy. P1 right there.
Hey, everybody. It is time to turn right and left and do 45 laps of it. And there I think we got a blip of that 45 car making a qualifying run. Apparently iRacing decided that we needed to see that tonight. It is wine country, and that is W-H-I-N-E, because we are going to be whining a lot at this. These are stock cars. We know the Lord intended them to turn left on ovals. However, tonight we are going to go on the slow, technical, up and downhill, just honestly tire-destroying Sonoma Raceway at Sears Point, California, which sitting here in 29-degree Iowa, honestly, I'd take the weather. But, yeah, I'm glad I'm not out there on the track. What we got first and foremost is we got Davey Hendricks, who, done road race well, and I saw him second in practice behind Sexy Waltrip Kyle Gretsch. So, just like he doesn't short track good, he's still in the lead, and there is some math to be had that Skylar Carnes down there in fifth, if leading enough laps, taking wins away, we got a couple weeks left. There is math to support Skylar could end up taking the championship here, the season 23 crown. We are on week 10. So, we got week 10, 11, and 12. By my math, that is 3. Then again, we know how my math is. That's also 90 points. So basically, you need a 30-point swing each week. We get pretty good, decent-sized fields. I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility. Hopefully not. Or for the sake of broadcast, hopefully so. I'm not trying to put out any broadcaster jinx or nothing, but, Anyway, so Davey is still leading. He's got 3 wins. And just kind of gaudy numbers here. 9 starts, 9 top 10s. Kyle, his no wins, which he's fast and wins in the series that we don't have a Davey and Skylar show. He's 7-9 for top 10s. Al Corey Rafter in the 45 car. He's got that Talladega win. And 9 for 9 top 10s. So, that shows you consistency will get you everywhere. Jacob Klinkart, 6 of 9. Nice job. Skylar, who has run a part season, by the way. That was for Rafter. Skylar is sitting there in 5th. He's got 3 wins and 5 of the 7 races he has run. So, 2 races short, everybody. That's worrisome. John Kreidler sitting there in 6th. We've got A.J. Benish, who has fallen to 7th. Gary Sargent has made his way up to 8th, right in front of our worldwide sensation, Naj, a.k.a. John Crutchley. Old Sticky Fingers has got his way worked up the window like one of them little sucker-feeded frogs that you find walking up your window of your house. Got his way up there to 10th. His little suction cup split up your window. Alan Dixon sitting there in 11th with Christian Loshane in 12th. Marty Rogers sitting 13th. Matt Piracini, who will not be racing tonight, is 14th. John Campbell, Thunder from Down Under, starting 15th. Oliver Turan, who is streaming, he is 16th in points. We got the shoe, Adam. I'm just going to call him Adam Shoein because it's been a while since I called him that. Sitting in front of Alex Goff, Mike McCuskey is out in practice, hopping and skipping around all over the place. 19th in points, Will Jester is showing 20th. 20th place in the points. More people have done some races there. As you can see, some of these guys, 4 or 5 races. Obviously running a part-time schedule, and we do that in the No Toads. We do part-time schedules. We're cool with that. If you want to join up with the Toads, this be how you do it. We run almost every night of the week. We got ARCA, we got Xfinity, which is the invite in that we do on Sunday nights, which you're watching right now. The Next Gens, the 87 Legends, and a lot more fun races. Officials start at 8 p.m. I'm in Central Time, so that's 8 for me. And believe it or not, I'm actually reading this and still did it wrong. Official races start at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. That's 8 Central. That would also be 6 Pacific. Not specific, 6 Pacific. If you're in the Pacific time zone, it'd be 6 p.m. for you. That's when Sid starts them. That's why he doesn't show up a lot of the time, because he's sitting in traffic somewhere. This is the 20th anniversary of Friendly iRacing League. Got to start back in 2002 using the NASCAR Racing Series from Papyrus. And as I have told you guys, that is what ended up ultimately turning into iRacing. The Discord link is on the screen. Also, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You can look up No Toad Racing League, and things like that will show up. The old tweeter machine, while it still exists, before the fire and brimstone takes it where it's no longer a thing. Yee boy. But the Discord link, I don't think Elon's bought it, so it's probably safe. That is your code there. Unfortunately, you can't click and drag to copy it. You're going to have to write it down. So if you're driving in traffic, I don't know what to do there. Take another phone and take a picture of it. Because, I mean, I wouldn't try and do something creative with it. We don't need people, driving around trying to take pictures of this and breaking stuff. Because breaking stuff is just not something you should be doing. Right? Right. So I was talking to some of the guys. Let's see, there's a Discord channel that I was in, and the consensus is the tires are going to be a problem tonight, and it's not so much the tire as it is probably what the car is doing to the tire. They've got a lot of fall off. They said they got a couple of seconds worth of fall off just in a few laps. So stopping and taking tires may be maybe a little bit of a coin flip, actually. Might be something worth doing, might not. So I guess that is all just, remain to be seen. And once we see it, then we'll know, I guess. But they're saying it's just not taking any sort of time at all, and they're losing a bunch of time. So we got, as the old saying goes, a whole lot of time and not much, or a whole lot of distance. I can't remember what it is. Anyway, we got a bunch of rights and left to make. We got 45 laps to do it. We got a set of tires on the car. There are 3 more sitting there in the pits. And I'm hearing neighborhood 22 laps thereabouts for a fuel run. That shouldn't be too terrible. Wait for these guys to get gritting up here pretty quick. We should be seeing them, actually. Yep, everybody's starting to hit pit lane. So we got Sonoma. It's warm. It's probably nice out there. It's not nice in Iowa or a lot of the place. We blame Piracini. That's actually why he is not racing tonight. We're not letting him. We're making him stay on the hauler. We're mad at him. We're not really. He just got things to do. All right, the grid. As we are gonna keep flipping around here. The sexy one sticks it on the pole, Kyle Gretsch, with a 1:18.7 outside pole, which, shocker to no one, there's really not a track that Skyler's slow at. He's going to start outside pole. We got Davey Hendricks going to be starting third. We got Christian Loshane sitting there in fourth. Jacob Klinkhart in fifth. You see these guys over and over and over again because these guys are just consistently fast. I'm not sure why Klinkhart's tires are turned left. That ain't going to work. I wonder if he knows that. Those tires are definitely turned to the left. This might be something to watch when he takes off. Anyway, get me sidetracked on a turnt steering wheel. Marty Rogers on the outside there, the Make 7 Up Yours mobile. Then we're going to have John Campbell sitting there in the Krispy Kreme donut car. And Oliver Turan should be sitting right next to him. He is in that gap. We've got the 45 Canadian tire of Al Corey with Jason Benson as the Hams mobile shows up out of nowhere. Poof, it's like magic. Alan Dixon, David Feit, is behind him. There is Michael McCuskey. We move back there a little bit. He's the one creeping forward. He's ready to get rolling. And we are going to go to the Nodge on the outside. John Barton and Scott Kelly are going to be the rest of your starting lineup in Sonoma for the No Toad Racing League. As we said, this is week 10 of 12. We are down to 3 for all them marbles. And there will be marbles on the track. I just know this. So you're just gonna have to just kind of go with me. This is the layout. We do not use the carousel. We use the short chute. And the red lights came up. We're gonna see if the internet fix for that. We're gonna see if our green lights actually turn green or if they go red. I saw 2 different fixes for it. I tried one. I am going to guarantee you guys that those are still going to turn red because a 50-50 shot is me being wrong. That's just how life is. But anyway, we may have green lights for this when we start off. If not, we'll have green lights next week. At track temperature, 116 degrees. That's a lot of temperature. It's a warm one. And they had to bust out a special road racing car to be the pace car here with that Porsche. We also got a handy dandy little box we're going to pop up. Tower up here. The bottom right corner, that's going to show the wheel turn left and right, also the throttle. Pace car pulls in for the beginning here. We're going to start with lap 1 of 45. We will have a competition caution at lap 12 once the leader crosses at lap 12. And let's see if these lights do what they're supposed to do. And remember, on the green, after this it'll be on the leader. But on the green for the start, I got a green light. Yep, they're red. We knew it. We all knew it. I mean, that's just how this thing works. All right, we're green to Sonoma. Kyle's going to give us a good view of his paint. Skyler says, excuse me, pardon me, not so much. I'm just going to go ahead and get on up out of here. Doesn't look like it really did anything to the 27, but I'm sure Kyle's probably not super thrilled with that. Gets a little bit of a bump. I go ahead and just ride this one out here for a second, see if he can get back to him, because that looks like a favor that can be repaid the second he gets a chance to do it. Get on the outside. Yep, Skyler's going to have not a whole lot he can do with that. One of the best shots in NASCAR. The car's running through the S's. All right, so Kyle is going to go ahead and just move himself on out of the way here. And there's Christian running third right at the moment behind Davey Hendricks. Skyler, what is going on here? Whoa! Skyler with a big off track. Let's see if we can pull a replay up of this. Gonna come around. Oh! What? What happened there? I think we want to see that one more time because I'm not even sure what that was. Wow. Is that a goose from Davey? I was looking at my control board. No, he just lost over the hump. Wow. That, ladies and gentlemen, is big. That is big time title implications. I mean, granted, he's not going to go a lap down. You can see the 47 is moving up the top half there. We're 10 laps away from a competition caution, so it's really not anything per se bad. Man, that was wild. Absolutely wild. We jump around through here. Right through here will give you a sense of how fast these guys are going. There's fighting feet in the Hooters mobile. Shouldn't fight Hooters ever. Just Don't do it. Can't go up with a better segue. The Alan Dixon Mobile still got the Coke Zero on it. He wants Coke Zero off tracks is what he wants. Speaking of, that's one of my handy-dandy things I found while I was doing some messing around with the software tonight. So we have got Alan Dixon showing an off-track. Oliver Turan right now is showing off-track, which is apparently just clipped the grass on the outside. Back to old Sticky Fingers. It's weird when you have it set for crashes, it jumps straight to him. That should give him some sort of a complex. Might, I guess. Marty Rogers, tootling around there from Illinois. It's cold in Illinois, too. I happen to know. I'm all of about 1,500 feet away from it. It ain't no warmer over there. I was just there a couple hours ago. We don't like winter. I do wish that wish the Toads would have sent me out to California to broadcast this race. I'd be warmer. That'd be awesome, actually. I wonder if we can get that worked out. Have to talk to Sarge about that. Well, there's Benson sliding around, Marty sliding around a little bit. We have completed 3 laps, starting lap 4, and that is what I've been told. After about 3 laps, tires get greasy there, you start losing it, and getting the power down becomes a gigantic problem. Since iRacing is just not doing a very good job of this, we're going to manually run you through the field. There is Kyle, Sexy Walter Gretsch, just out doing what he was doing after his first little soiree with the 47. Well. If it isn't, I don't do road courses good. Davey Hendricks doesn't do short tracks good. He probably doesn't do 1.5 miles or super speedways good either. I'm starting to not believe anything he tells me, to be really honest with you. He tells me he's not very good at this stuff. Yet here we are. Excuse you. Jacob Klinkart running third in old St. Louis. He looks like he backed into a pole, Missouri. Oh, there went a coat. We got a Coden down. Call the Coden ambulance. He is running third. And Christian, kind of, sort of ish up the road from me a piece. He's cold too. I've got a, don't know why my software is flipping Kyle and Davey back and forth like they had a quick back and forth there. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. We'll go back to Christian. We're going to jump behind him to Oliver Turan. And as is required, this is what you see if you're on board with him. And we will actually go one further. Put on his driver inputs. So you can watch, he's on the gas. There's that little drop was him off the gas. Feathered a little. Get turned up over the watch that wall. Back in the gas, big dime. Bigly in the gas, bigly out of the gas, on the brake. Hang right. It's so weird turning right in these cars when they're not just sliding around a corner. Got a little bit of left front damage there. Does the ollie. But I stayed there because I thought we were about to ride along with him wrecking. Really get him going. He has worked around Marty. Jason Benson hanging out back here. Don't call him Johnny. You don't like that. Up 5 positions. Michael Curb Jumping McCuskey. We'll watch him for a lap or 2 here. In practice, he was definitely seeing what all he could get. Standing them up like they are IRL, man. He's got the right sides up in the air, hanging back through. And actually, that 3A, I think it is, they call it, going into the short shoot around the carousel. See if we can get a little 2-wheel motion going here. John Barton. Seems like he was having an issue. We'll see if we can get some 2-wheel out of McCuskey, and then we'll check this out. Well, these are the spots I saw McCuskey hopping it. All right, come on, Mike. Put her up in the air. Oh, there's a little. All right, we're going to see what happened to JB. He is wrecked and put her in the pits. Maybe Yell. He's coming in here. Down Down through the loop. That looks fine. Oh, power issue. Yep. Looped her around. Not bad. Just went ahead and jumped into the pits. Probably iRacing wise, probably would have gave him a cut-through penalty. So yeah, that's actually probably a pretty good idea. JC is extremely smooth, and therefore he is an excellent road racer. He'll just keep working on you, and just next thing you know, he's at he's at your tail, but he's next to you, and then you're 5 car lengths behind you. Sometimes he gets on and talks you with an Australian accent, which I gotta admit, it's usually pretty funny. Hanging back behind them, running 10th, is Mr. Alan Dixon. Another one of the OGs of the league, been around here all 20 years. Well, that was almost a brake check gone wrong. Oh, wiggle going in there. All right, we're going back to Al. Uh-oh. Well, now we're getting a Scott Kelly crash. Let's see what we got here. Oh, boy. This U-turn's going to start messing with people. I don't know. Will? What got Scott Stotts? Oh. Boy, the camera got way too good of a picture of that one. Little hot in on the rear brake. So, Rafter and Slider here are nose to nose. Well, they're not really nose to tail, but they're right there. And David fighting feet. The double hockey sticks Hooters mobile. He wants to get up there and fight for some Coke Zero and some Canadian Tire. Hey, he's got girls on the side. Oh, gee like. Got a good probably shot of that. I was looking at scoring. Missed it. We're just going to watch him for the rest of the race. I hope you guys don't mind. I'm sure you don't. I was joking. Scott is going to have no problems with engine temperatures for the rest of the race, or until he's a fast repair anyway. He's 13th, lucky number 13. And there goes the Nodge. Do some roof riding with Nodge. Top of the hill. Oh, Scott. Oh, Nodge. Benson is taking spots from Ollie. Ollie's passing McCuskey. There's kind of fight going on up here. Got a wad o' cars. Got a big old wad of cars. Looks like everybody's kind of got this resolved for the time being. Oh, there we go. We got some wheel hop. Thanks, Mike. Got a good crowd today for the No Toad Racing League. They get really, really quiet when they're off the gas into a corner. Run down through the S's. Down the hill. Well, McCuskey, the thing with McCuskey is he's just exciting to watch because he's always getting ready to make a move. I mean, he doesn't ride. I mean, he's either passing you or he's popping off the curb and trying. That's kind of the beauty of it. You know, try and look to the inside of Benson. Get a little sideways there. Might lose a little ground there. We'll ride on. We're going to jump in. keep on riding on here. See if we get back down in here to the U-turn of doom. Turn 11. I almost wonder if Marty isn't holding these guys up just a hair, or they're all just fairly similar speed. Man, a lot of unders here. He's not really in a spot to do it, but wow. Really closes up getting into 11 there. All right, well, let's go with that. Back up. So running the Nodge here in 14th. We're back to that. Remember, we were riding with him. That's where we're at before all that kind of happened. Running 15th and about to get himself caught back up is Skylar Carnes, who has a nose, which means that means he's there. Christian was just off track. What'd he do? See if it was anything that amounted to anything. Ow! Oh, well, if there's grass there, he was doing a little lawn mowing. Really, no harm, no foul. Got her righted. Off he went. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. All right, so coming around to take the lap 12 and throw the caution for a competition caution is your leader, the sexy one himself. Now we'll wait for an admin thrown caution. They may throw caution to the wind. Yep, I said that. And we're still showing green. Well, maybe we decided that was... He finishes lap 12, but I was pretty sure from the Discord that was this. The leader takes it. But we'll let him go around here. Realistically, on the gap these two have, I don't think this is going to do a whole lot. I think we're probably just kind of going to get him in, give him a chance to pit, and little rotation there from the 27 car. And he's going to come in hot. He's going to stop and go ahead and get tires before this caution comes out, so it's going to be at the end. And he's all the way around to the commitment cone is just right there. So he's just at it at the end of that corner. So he's going to come in and slap tires on it. Lap 13 has started. Davey is around there. Man, I tell you what, he's got such a big lead. See who's coming up to catch him. Nobody. Christian's still got 12 seconds. All right, and there is our caution. Kyle's going to sit there. I mean, everybody's going to stop anyway. But big brain move. Uh-oh. While our safety car logo blinks. Well, guys, this isn't going to be fun. I don't know what happened, Raptor. Oh. Scoot there. Yahtzee. All right. Well, all said and told, that could have been way worse. So we can watch our little cheat and track map. Everybody's getting caught up. I was gonna say everybody was kung fu fighting. What they kind of were doing, because it looked like they were kung fu fighting. All right, he's got to be coming around here, so let's jump on to that pit lane camera. So everybody comes streaming in. See him come off the right-hand side there. And, we're going to come around. We got to pick the pace car up. Oh, we ain't doing no quickie yellows around here. Not us. The safety car is out. can see the 35 at the very top of the screen there, the blue dot, that's Christian. The bottom of the screen, the green ring around the 38, that's the car we're watching. That's the leader. So they had a 20-some second lead. Right now it is showing 24.2 seconds. Yep, that's what we got going on there, is a massive lead in 12 laps. Absolutely massive. These are, I mean, 24 seconds, they're getting caught now. They're down to like 18, but, I mean, that's even with a pace car out, you could almost see Davey pitting and getting back out before anybody else caught back up to him. That's kind of wild. But as it is, I mean, he's going to be able to go in here and steep a cup of tea and, I don't know, have some marshmallows and maybe a scone. Do pretty much anything he feels like doing, because he has got all kinds of time. And there's Christian finally getting in behind him. Kyle has stopped on the track. We will let these guys roll through here. And in. Everybody is taking their pits. We're going to go back and see what happened to Kyle. I presume it's cold tires and trying to catch up to the field. Might have got a wee bit little. Oh, Jacob Klinkart stays out. So Davey had already passed the start-finish line, though, so I'm not real sure how that whole thing's going to work out for him. There's some strategery around here, though. Not real sure exactly what it is. There's something. We'll watch and see. All right, let's see what happens with Kyle. There's a left. There's a right. Yeah, cold tires. Oh, nope. I figured he was going to go on over. That hump right there, I absolutely... There's not a lot of these that I'm... What is he doing? There's not a whole lot of these tracks that I just wish to fill up with water and bass fish, but, oh, I bet Kyle had to let some people through. Yep, there he goes. Lets some guys by and picks back up at the tail end. That makes more sense. Anywho, this track, man, it's rough. It's a hard track, but these cars are not road cars, so I mean that kind of is what it is. So, Mr. Jacob Klinkart, I believe, with a caution, probably. I'm wondering if he ain't thinking he's got to go somewhere in the ballpark if he can do another 10 laps and maybe try and stop this thing. Oh no! Why are we getting told this crashed? This is unacceptable. Fight's going to have a fight on his hands. Fighting feet. Oh, there's Scott Kelly. I believe this is another one that's got to let Kelly and company by. Yep. All right. Timing and scoring lies to me yet again. That's all right. I'll take it. All right, Klink. Let's ride on board. Let's look at the safety car. We'll just do this thing. Listen to some gear whine. That's where you turn off into the little carousel loop-de-doop. Remember right? There's been a lot of. Well, that's actually where you come off of it, I think. Yeah, that is. That's where you come out of the carousel. I've only run this a couple of times, and for obvious reasons, I don't really run it. Those obvious reasons are I'm terrible at it. So not taking the first entry. I presume this means that Jacob is sure not going to duck in here as we go back to green. And I guess stranger things happen. Oh, all right. We're gonna get a restart. The restart that we are going to get is about to come our way, and it is on the leader. And you can see the pack is not caught up at all. Ollie and Rafter are still way back. There goes Clink as the leader. The red lights again. I tried to cover him up and it didn't work with the crawler at the top. Nodge, Kelly are pretty much in imminent danger of being lapped. Skyler is still showing a lap down. Not sure how we got that. He stopped at the pit. Clink, oh, that's why. Clinkhart, I opened up some other stuff now. Hop that curve, buddy. He pitted on lap 11. So we've got Kyle was there, lap 12. The rest of the field was lap 14, 15. So like Skyler came back in lap 15, topped off, which will be in a lap down. He would have had to go the second lap anyway. But Ollie, he came in late, topped off. Kelly, Nodge. So coming in and maybe trying to play some fuel strategery with road courses. That's one of the best things you can do is strategize. My Lord, take it easy on them things. We're going to charge you $1 for every one of these cones you annihilate. Actually, I've got some places around St. Louis I can go visit for work. I can come down there and collect those dollars instead of killing our cones. Those cones are no-toed racing vehicles. What you need to know about it. Dipping the tires through the grass to cool them off. Not really. Whoa! Got a little bit tail happy. Started to put the power down, and she started just skating out just a little bit. It's like, hey, watch this. And around she goes. So Davey, I am going to assume, isn't going to be in any real big hurry. Oh, McCuskey's up to third. This is going to get interesting. If McCuskey get up there, he's coming for it. There is no way he isn't. Get a lock on him, and we'll turn on the battles box. Actually, we'll probably turn on the time. Turn the timing on, and it's not even coming on. All right. Well, back to the original plan. Oh man, Davey is killing him on time. McCuskey is in the middle there. He was up 10 positions, by the way. It means what's on the screen. That D. Hendricks in front of him beat Davey. Now Clinkhart, because Davey just stole the lead. Well, he's in the process of. Shocker. Davey's in the lead. There we go again. Well, hopefully nobody puts him on a carton of milk, because I imagine he's about to get lost because he'll be so far out in front of the field nobody's ever going to see him again. But there's still hope for McCuskey, who is now 4 seconds behind already. My Lord. All right, let's take this as a training opportunity, as they say, and let's ride on board. We're going to ride on board with Davey, and we're going to see if we can learn what he's doing. May or may not pick anything up, but we'll just take a lap or two.
I can talk. I'm just racing. No big deal. All right, sounds good, man.
All right, so we're going to jump on.
So I'm actually saving fuel. I'm actually going to try and go the distance or set myself up for just a splash and go. So hence why I'm rolling third through here.
That's what I was wondering if you weren't on there. We got everybody jumped on now, so we're actually watching your steering and throttle trace because, you know, we cheat like that on the broadcast. I was wondering, how close do you think you're going to be? Do you think you'll be able to make it all the way?
Right now it looks like I'm going to be about 2 laps short, but I may get that back. I've already got 2.5 laps up, so we'll see. I think it's going to be a splash and go, to be honest. But in the meantime, I am saving my tires doing this. I haven't really spun on the rears at all this whole stretch, so hopefully they still got something to them. But I don't know if that'll be enough of a difference to put me back up into the contention for top 5 is kind of where I was aiming for, but we'll see.
All right. Yeah, that honestly, top 5 might be something you can pull off. Davey, you know, no shocker to anybody, is a rocket ship, and of course, you know, Skyler and Kyle are going, you know, kind of wild. But they came back in, did the same thing. They came back in lap 15 and topped off, is what it looks like from scoring.
Yeah, which is the right call on their part. But I mean, they're also running real hard, trying to keep pace. They're not saving it all up there, so. I don't know. We'll see how this goes. Let's see. It's showing me 22.5 laps still to go. Yeah, actually, you know what? I may make this. It'll be close. I'm actually going to have to go into a little bit more extreme fuel save mode here in a second, but I'm going to try and make it if I can.
Well, all right, man. So I appreciate you letting us hop on with you, and then we'll jump back out of here so you can concentrate on trying to save you some gas.
All right, man. Have a good broadcast. Thank you, man.
All right. Thanks, Ollie. All right, so we heard it. Oh, he has gone silent. Oh man, you talk about it. That's definitely what I would call extreme. Oh no, we've lost Nodge. What happened to the Nodge? We don't want to lose our Nodge. Showing me he's got a crash. Oh, little push. All right. Oh, that's not terrible. Okay. All right, you're all right. Dust it off. Rub a little dirt on it, and it'll be all right. It'll be fine. All right, let's get back up front here and see how many hours worth of a lead that Davey's got. He's got a couple hours there, don't he? Yeah. Oh, well, you know what? Clink ain't too far off of him, to be quite honest. And this also could be... I don't think, yeah, come to think of it, just with talking with Ollie, surely Clinkhart knows he can't make it. Ollie's showing like a lap still for what he's doing, and that's, you know, he's shutting off now to get to do that. Clinkhart is not off the gas. So, by that, I would say we're going to see Clink probably within the next, I'm going to say probably 4 laps. I would say if he gets just under 20, drop in there and put new tires on it and try and make haste while he's got the ability to do it. Oh! Marty and Benson both around, switched over just in time to catch that. That was some synchronized spinning, guys. I was just getting ready to say, these two are trading spots back and forth. And let's see what we got. It looked good from the switchover, though. Oh, Marty had a pretty good run there. And here's where the action happened. Oh, Marty got a little hot in there with the... Okay, so yeah, just a little heavy on the rear bias was all. Not a whole lot of harm, kind of a little foul. Oh, well, apparently the tower thinks we're still under caution. Don't know why. I don't know. All right, so we can see the crowd has moved out. The 002 is Ollie that we were just talking to. You see he's just now in the hairpin. So he's a good ways back, but he is on like super extreme, pretend like you're a 1990 Ford Escort fuel saving strategy here. He is trying to use like 15 of the 800 horsepower he's got under his right foot. Benson's car doesn't look bad. I think he's okay. I think he'll be all right. So while we got some seconds, let's jump in on here. With 21 to go, we are going to have to see some pit stops. You know, Klink will be, he's 3 laps short of some of these guys. Kyle is another one that's a little short. So within, you know, they're going to, I would, well, then if, gosh. Man, I hate to be back and forth with that. I think probably going to be Ollie may be the one to get this, but I'm going to think the other one's probably in the ballpark. About 5 to go. We're going to see people start ducking in and coming in for fuel. I really think that's probably what they're going to have to be, between 10 and 5 to go. But Davey Hendricks is our leader Acola. Behind him, hoopty slide around. Jacob Klinkhart. And back up to third after his little blue skidoo is Kyle Sexy Walter Gresh. He has lost his spot to Kyle. But Michael McCuskey, man, he's just on it. He is just on it. He's like dangle the carrot, you know, he'll go. Running fourth. Christian's going to go hanging out here in fifth. Got a little slide action around. While we're thinking that, I'm gonna pop up the weather. Let's put one more graphic up. Why not? Hey, Christian! No, pavement. There you go. That. Yeah, stay on that. We got a 12-mile-an-hour wind, 81 degrees with 108 track temperature, so it's actually cooled down a little bit. You know, there's worse things that could happen to you. Across the stripe, 125 plus miles an hour. Behind him in sixth position, up sixth, is David Feit. My favorite pace game tonight. I actually wasn't trying to rhyme that. It just kind of sort of happened by accident. We got our Australian. We got JC taking his donuts and some sort of coffee milkshake for a ride. I'm high-strung. I don't drink coffee. I have no idea what that is on the side of his car. To me, that looks like a chocolate milkshake, but I'm going to just assume that that's probably not what it is. Probably I don't know, something. Back there in eighth is Marty. Look at me doing donuts and keep going and stay in eighth position, Rogers. And Sticky Fingers Benson. Right in there in ninth. Got a feeling these two are going to be right back at it. Benson rotated in there, man. That looked like that was possibly going to get a little on the big side. That's what she said. Al Corey is going to... Oh, he backed himself into a pole there, too. That's what she said. On his left front screwed up. So, I think that's probably from the kind of little pseudo-pinball action we had earlier. And I'm sure this is not the on-TV time that the Canadian Tire driver was telling me he wanted, so we will move on. We're back here to Extreme Tire Saver. He's only sipping beer instead of chugging it, Oliver Turan. Excuse you. 12th position be Scott Kelly. He's used that fast repair. He's got a hood. It's all good. He's got a hood. And right behind him is the Nodge. Wheels, man. Oh, Nodge! Man, broadcaster curse is in force tonight. Good Lord. Man, that was a fantastic recovery, though. Good job, Nodge. I'll stop talking about your wheels. Man. All right, well, so there's Dixon is in, and he's been there a couple minutes. Skyler has left the race. Dixon is officially out. Whoa. Well, Davey, boy, Davey's going to probably be happy to hear that. That's his points lead there. That's his breather. So I'm going to flip through here. We're going to ride with Davey for just a second. I'm going to flip through, and I'm going to see if I can find something with Skyler leaving the track, and we'll see if we can figure out what this is. So stand by one. All right, well, so from what I've gathered here, I've looked back through from the green when we took it. There's nothing with Skyler. So I do not know really what's going on. He only had one off track, and that would have been the one. I don't know if it just realized it wasn't catching back up. We're going to get that lap back after the restart, and just went ahead and decided to hang her up for the night. Oh, major playoff implications for the rest of the season, though. Which, I mean, you got to factor in drop weeks, but still. Basically taking a 0 on one. I mean, now you get one more bad one, and then all of a sudden, you're now reliant on them. He actually, he actually missed some. Ooh. All right, we need people smarter than me to do the math. That's why they don't do one-person broadcast on like ESPN, because you gotta have a good math guy. I'm not that math guy. So as we matriculate around, still got Jacob Klinkhart tootling around here. Still with that lap 11 pit stop, Michael McCuskey is on pit road. And there he is. So we've got one taker, so this ought to get McCuskey all the way. And Benson is in, which of course they're on that map. Those guys are going to show kind of a ghosted emblem, I guess would be the way to put it. Their number dot kind of gets, we'll just call it ghosted. Got your ghost dot. So they're all on pit road, and also here on the tower, you can just see where they're showing pit. So McCuskey, Rogers, Benson, they're all coming back out. Rogers, let's see, Ollie's now passing those guys. Christian has been in. Kyle Gretsch is in right now. Al Corey just stopped into the pits. So we've got that last round of pit stops happening and being completed. But Kelly has decided he's done with it. Dixon said he's going to check out. Carnes is going to be credited with a 15th place. The Barton brothers bail bonds. Oh, we got a cloud over the track. Either that or Cthulhu's coming, one or the other. Clink is still not stopping. Can't stop, won't stop. And the Fighting Feet is on pit road. Nodge is on pit road. These are earlier than I thought, honestly. I was at first thinking around 15 to go, but then after talking to Ollie, so Ollie has apparently been saving from like the drop of the green. We'll see how close he gets. So keep in mind that 002 there, he is not planning on stopping again. So like total pit times on pit road, the fastest from the group, believe it or not, is actually Oliver. His pit time total on pit road was 44.45 seconds. So if he doesn't stop again, he's making up 44.5 seconds on the field. Right now, he is about 38 seconds off of third place John Campbell, or JC. So that's quite honestly doable, which sounds kind of weird that you gain that much by not stopping, but I mean you're stopping, taking a stop. Davey is heading out of the pits. The actual pit stop, Ollie came in and topped off on his last one too, by the way. It was 4.9 seconds with all the longer he was in his pit stall. Al Corey was the same. He had a 7.9 second. Everybody else 14.8s, 14.7s. Christian was a 10.3. Wonder if he did 2 tires. That'd be interesting for a road course. I got a hard enough time doing 2 tires on an oval. But we're waiting for the mail to arrive at Jacob Klinkhardt, and that mail, when he opens, it's going to be like, dude, pit, you're about out of gas. But he's just going to keep on rolling around like he's got a full tank. No, he ain't. There we go. He's coming in a little hot. I was like, man, oh, that's such a great plan, Haas. Into the commitment line. All right, so Klink is in. So we got Davey, who has been on pit road for his presumably final stop, unless something happened to fast repair or whatever. And then sitting what will be second place behind him here very shortly. Well, you know what? He's got such a gap. There's right there, JC. And we have got, there we go. We got some action. Not so much. They're just working their way around Ollie, which, we know the story. Ollie's trying to save. These guys have got new tires, and, they're on full tilt, run fast mode. Let's see what JC's up to here. Hey, he's got a 4-second gap. But even at that, man, if he can hold on to that, but you can see, we'll bring up the battle box here. All right, so Hendricks is going to be the one above him. Gretsch is going to be the one behind him. Unfortunately for JC, who is more than likely on that fuel save strategy also, which, if he's trying to net himself a top 3 or 4, same thing. Ollie was saying he's trying to hit a top 5. Same thing could be coming for JC. Gretsch is already down to just about 1.5 seconds by the time I get this sentence out. So he's going to be on him. Hendricks already 5.6 out, which is showing them first couple laps of new tires is extremely fast. JC is going to just pull on over. Say, bloody hell, you got me. Just go on by. That was the worst Australian accent ever. Whew, man, I'm sorry. JC, never seen face-to-face. Punch me in the eye for that one. That was bad. Here comes Klink. He is scooting. And Kyle Gretsch has just run the fastest lap of the race. Ran a 1:18.66. Davey Hendricks just ran his fastest lap of the race, which was a 1:18.92. Just had McCuskey run a 1:18.97. We've got the wick has been turned up, as they say. I don't know if that's what they really say or not. And here comes the Klink. Not going to put JC in the Klink. He's probably just going to pass him. That's about it. Here he comes. Boogadab, boogadab. There he goes. Boogadab, boogadab. He ain't wearing no clothes. I quit killing my cones. That was my line. There he goes. Look at him killing my cones. Oh, Klinkhardt. We are going to have maybe Maybe he knows when he hits the second cone he's got a brake. I don't know. Using them for something weird. These kids. No respect for a rubber cone. That cone is just trying to earn an honest day's living. He's out there running it over, lap after lap after lap. I got to run out there and pick them up and put them back where they're supposed to be every time. I'm fat. I can't do that. Good thing we don't have that many laps. I mean, it's starting to wear me out. Jacob Klinkart, 118.38, fastest lap of the race. Davey just ran a 118.81, which is his new fastest of the race. Marty Rogers just ran his fastest. David Fighting Feet done run his fastest. The boys are trying to get there and get it over with. They're tired of turning right. So Davey leads over Kyle Gretsch. Hi, Kyle. It's 7.5 seconds back. This is a fight for third as more than anything. And Klink is actually. Oh, excuse me again. Klink's working in on him. Quit killing my cones! Oh, Klink, you're gonna have a problem. We're gonna put you in timeout. We're gonna see on Kyle, which is the line above the blank line that says Jay Klinkart. That'd be the K Gretsch. That would be Kyle. And Klinkart is running him down a little, and of course that's as Kyle's in a spot that's a slow spot of the track. Burn them tires up. He is definitely the mover. JC's last stop, by the way, is lap 14. Ollie's was 15. They are the only two left running that have not made another stop. Like, Klink is just pushing her for all she's worth, and really, I mean, he's losing a little bit to Kyle. Road course, as I understand it, is one of these things that you don't necessarily need to run triple crazy at. You just kind of want to make that consistent lap over and over and over. Which, I'm not able to figure that out. So running fourth, we got JC here, who's trying that one-stop strategy too. So he's just, trying to conserve is what he's trying to do. Christian is running fifth. Got a good top five going. McCuskey is still up 7 from his start. Catching some curves, taking it off sweet jumps. Then there's David. I was going to try and incorporate that in there. David, who fight? Yeah. He's 7th. 8th, we got Jason Benson. He's working his way up there. He's got a good solid top 10 going. Marty Rogers riding around with him. Them two have just been kind of glued together at the bumpers all race, running 9th. Rafter, he is 10th. Not too bad. Boy, the back of them looks so weird when they get rear damage. And then our final lead lapper is Ollie, just out kind of trying to do what he can do. Unfortunately, what he's going to do is going to, oh no, is Ollie gets lapped. And I mean, it's local caution, so lap is a lap on here. See what he gets on the last lap. We are getting word the cone killer himself has had an issue. Whoop. That didn't look like a whole lot of an issue. Oh, that does. Well, when you're trying to catch the guy running in front of you, coming to a complete stop is really not what you want to do. A quick recovery, though. No. Now. Dun, dun, dun. Got the 27. Decided he was going to pull a, hey, y'all, watch this. Excuse you. Down there. Thank you for missing the cones, Kyle. Oh. Got it. Nice. Okay, so, you know what? That's probably just evens everything out. Because, Jacob's chasing Kyle. They both kind of had a thing. Is what it is. Oh, that was a big one. Excuse you, Davey. Trying to turn on the rocket boosters there. So, unless we actually give him a 1988 Ford Escort, I think Davey Hendricks pretty well has this one in the bag. Kyle is just kind of holding tight. Clink, kind of holding tight. Everybody just kind of holding where everybody is. There isn't a whole lot of anything to be made here. Everybody's so far, I mean, what do we got here? Why is it snacking these all up? Yep, that's the same thing. Nope. Let's watch this one, because this one's going to be new. Oh, Nodge. What happened? Nodge is still having some... Oh, well, yeah, he got it. So why is this thing still complaining that he's off the track? Oh, because Davey's there. Oh, Nodge is trying to keep it out of the way. Oh, no. All right, and then so the off is when he's turning around, trying to hold. Oh, man. Dang, Nodge. Well, if the pie another day, as they say. Farmer Fran says, anyway. Some days it's just not your day. So we're gonna have to see. Now Ollie is gonna be passed with 6 to go here by Kyle. Let's see Kyle on there. We'll ride with Kyle. Oh, boy, Ollie moved way on out. Bye, Ollie. Hey, the blimp. Look, kids, parking on. Oh, he hopped. He popped. Another hop. I don't think there's anything here to look at. Nope, there is not. Can you hear how much quieter Ollie's car is? He's being very smooth. He is doing everything he can to save as much fuel as possible. Which, if it works, and if these guys have to stop again, he's got... He won't necessarily get his lap back, but those guys will lose the lap pitting. I guess that... Well, you know, it depends if they're that far ahead of him. It might not. This may be a gamble that is just gonna turn out poorly for Ollie. Oh, and there's the clean card. Now it's to Ollie. Take a lap or a ski around here. See what full tilt boogie versus fuel savings looks like. Top of hill, man, you just can't see anything from the driver's seat. It's such a hard corner to make. Down through the S's. The rhythm section. Maybe that's why I can't do this. I have no rhythm. Dance kind of like Steve Martin did in that old movie, The Journey. Kind of bad. Okay, so we know Ollie is actually off coasting down here. Watch that code. I think he actually missed him. Good job, Jake. Ollie's going to swing wide. We'll probably give him that spot. Can't get the power down. Tires are hot. Tires are angry. This is really the only thing we've got for battle. JC is making his way towards fight just a little. Benson and Rogers are still a second apart. But as far as a pass, this is what we're going to have. Let's jump over, pop over here to Benson and Rogers. Yeah, they're not on top of each other here. Let's see. JC going to be able to run the 11 down? See what this looks like from JC's roof. We're going to run up the hill. A little dirt. Rub a little dirt on it. It'll be alright. Definitely getting closer. JC is definitely getting closer. JC is going to hunt him down. He's going to have some chicken wings and follow that up with a donut and a hot chocolate milkshake. Get in position here. Oh, David ain't going to fight about it. Ha like I did there. Nice. All right. Whatever. That was good. Don't even pretend like it wasn't. We got some off track here. Let's see if it's actually off track or it's just iRacing being cranky about it. Oh, yep. Excuse you. Alright, so let's see for Jada Benson here. Watch Marty. Come around with a couple to go. Ooh. Hey there, bucko. There's a nice can of pop like you doing in a place like this. Guys have been practicing a lot. Jason got the run. Already gonna catch him. Definitely taking the fight out of David. I got a million of them. Not really. Nowhere near that many. Through the S's we go. And that's what it looks like in, more of a wide shot. Down into the inner loop of doom. Oh wait, that was the U-turn of doom, right? Yeah. Marty gets really, brake zone down there. He's doing really good. He's losing it kind of everywhere else, but he's fast enough to kind of make that back up. Net basically being the same, very similar lap time over and over. All right, folks. You're never going to believe this if I told you. But this dude here is about to win his, 18th, 30th, 614th win in a row, something like that. Jacksonville, Floridian, Davey Hendricks. Got a 16-minute lead on Gretsch. He's 3 time zones ahead of Kyle, or of Klinkhart. Can't even talk about Shane. He's blew him completely off. Low Shane. I think I missed the beginning of that. Because he's got him a top 5 though, man. That's not a bad run at all, especially for doing part-time. So we definitely have got time to just kind of watch these guys come through and run this last bit of this lap of this lead. Man. So Davey Hendricks, unless he absolutely forgets what he's doing or has hardware disconnect, he's going to come around and take win number 16 on the season, I think. The U-turn of doom. And that's going to do it. Davey Hendricks is your winner. Sonoma, the No Toad Racing Network. Boom. And here comes Kyle through the UE. The UE tourney. Get around there. All right, he's got a second place all locked up. And now the 5 of the Clink. Third place out of him. Oh, a little bit of wall. That's all right. All right, then we're this far back to Christian because I guess why wouldn't we be? Oof, that's a pretty big drop. He's way back there. Down and around we go. Where we stop, nobody knows. But Christian will be up here for fourth. He will be P4. And he is now P4. It's official. And here comes JC with McCuskey all over him. JC is going to hit fifth. McCuskey, oh! Driver's side first. Getting in there for sixth. Fight will take seventh. Benson's going to come around eighth. Rogers, what happened? I think he looped around with a U-turn doom. Where did he get it? Grip on the rumble strips. Get her in there a little hot. Got on the gas. Yeah, just enough to stop. All right, not a big deal. All righty. There's Ollie, who's going to finish 11th after trying it and not doing a fantastic job at it. Try to get that side of the car. Good Lord. All right. So, Davey, again, is your winner. Going to try and burn these things down. Davey Hendricks with Kyle Gretsch finishing second. Jacob Klinkart in third. Christian Loshane in fourth. John Campbell fifth. McCuskey, Fight, Benson, Rogers, and Corey round out your top 10. Then we've got Turan, Nodge, Scott Kelly, Alan Dixon, Skylar Carnes, and John Barton with early departures. And Dustin Barton did not take the green. So I'm not sure exactly what went on there with him. But we're going to work our way backwards up the ladder. Jacob Klinkart, man, you were all over the place and running that car so hard, I'm pretty sure I saw its tongue hanging out. How'd your race go?
Went pretty good. I was happy with how I did. According to what I saw in race labs, it was like I ran the fastest lap of the session, or the race session, not the practice session, but race session. So I was pretty happy. I had nothing for Davey and Kyle. They're just way too fast.
I can actually, looking through this, you've got a 1:18:38, and that is the fastest one out of everybody. The next closest was Kyle with a 1:18:66, and followed by Davey with a 1:18:68. Weird how the guys with the three fastest laps finished the top three spots.
Yeah, the car felt great all night. It was a little loose there at the end, but longer run with worse tires. So I just could not have anything for Kyle and Davey. So
yeah, we definitely saw that speed recognized speed tonight, and you definitely had speed. You were out there running them, stopping, being kind of off cycle with pit stop and coming out there and really just kind of cooked back through the few that you weren't already ahead of, but definitely got back up to the front quick.
yeah, I came into the race when I knew we were going to have the competition caution. I was in a pit the lap before just so I can get a little bit of track position because during practice I felt like I was terrible. I was only running I was like 6th or 7th on the board, so I thought I was going to have a lot more issues. And I was happy that after the first lap when I got bumped by somebody, I wasn't sure who, I thought my race was over. So I took the tires a little bit early and hoped for the best.
Yeah, it was a good showing though. I mean, this is just a tough old track. I mean, running as fast as you did and that. I mean, I don't think there's any sort of shame finishing third.
Nope, not at all. I was happy with it.
Right on. Well, we'll hop up the ladder a notch to Kyle, who runnered up to Captain Speed Demon himself, Davey. What did your race turn out like, Kyle?
Well, I thought I was just trying to be a little bit sneaky there with the fun flag, so I pitted, and then it actually put me back, which is fine. That's just me taking a risk with something that I probably shouldn't have. put me to the back there, and then like half the field never was able to catch up to the field. So I really wanted to just that sucks. Skylar, uh, Nodge, Kelly, and a bunch of other guys just got stuck in the back, and they weren't able to catch up to the field, which just eliminated them from the race. Also, I made a mistake. I completely just got tight and almost wrecked McCuskey, so my bad on that. But yeah, I just went for something aggressive with the strategy because I'm not a fan of the fun flag, and I did something that I thought was a little sneaky, like I did at Charlotte. It did not work out, and I had to do another drive back up to finish second place behind Davey. Except this time I'm a little bit closer.
It definitely looked, which I mean, I mean, I guess it's a road course. Track position is always key. But like we had learned from practice was tire wear seemed to be a gigantic deal. Ollie was actually trying to one stop it and just couldn't keep enough speed in it to make it, and ended up getting lapped in the process. So I think you guys, doing that early stop and coming back through and doing it again was definitely the way to do it. Obviously worked out as I mean, you guys hitting top 3 with that strategy versus trying to one stop it and just go slow.
Yeah, the tire, it's so tricky just to not have the wheel spin. There's little things you can do to make sure you're not spinning your tires. I mean, near the end of the race there, I was just kind of not even full throttle at any point of the lap, just to not even put anything extra through the rear tire. But yeah, Sonoma is a fantastic track. It's a little bit tricky in some places. There's like a corner or two where I don't really understand it, but yeah, it's a really, really good road course. Just sucks that I felt like I would have had a little fun battle there with Davey. I think Davey was better on his tires, but I probably would have finished maybe 2 seconds behind him instead of 11.
Yeah, I don't think there was a whole lot of catching him, until apparently his frustration with Skyler, him parking it. I would say that's probably big time implications as far as what we'll end up with for overall points with him ducking out. But that explains where all that came from at least. So it looked weird. Watching track map, a lot of cars being back behind and stuff, and that kind of makes sense of if that's iRacing lost track of you and kind of stacked everybody up because of it.
Well, the field was so spread out under that before that caution came out, so half the field had to catch up, and it did, I think, only like a 3-lap caution. So you had half the field full throttling it to get to the pace car, and then you had people that were about 20 seconds ahead of me and Davey, who had to go the entire way around the racetrack, and it dropped me behind Skyler. I didn't have to pit, and I caught up to the field like right before they went into turn 11. So yeah, if Skyler had stayed in the race, he would have probably been about a good 30, 35 seconds behind the leaders. So I mean, he would have been out of it. But yeah, I'm just gonna shut up.
It's we've all seen iRacing kind of getting some odds and stuff, and I mean I not really to fault anything on either side, but with road racing in general, I mean they probably don't have it programmed really for doing full course cautions. It does seem like that kind of comes up with a NASCAR style road course, but it is what it is. I mean you salvage a second place out of it. Get We'll move up to our winner again. That's I mean at this point, Davey, I think really you might as well just give us like a chocolate chip cookie recipe or something. I mean I don't know what else you could possibly tell us. But how was your day?
You act like I've won a bunch of races this year. I haven't won that many. I think before me and Skylar have been tied at 3, and then I think this puts me one ahead. But it hasn't been a super cake season. It's been difficult. But the race was good. I put in probably more practice for this race than I have for every other race we've done this season combined, because I truly had never really raced this track. I had never been on this layout. So me and a couple other guys jumped into a server and ran some laps trying to figure out what in the heck we were going to be doing. Honestly, if I felt bad for Skyler, I don't know what made him spin. It was a really random deal. I think he was just trying to maybe talk to Kyle or something. Got distracted and looped it. I got lucky that Kyle never caught up to the pace car. I saw him duck off before we were going to take that. What do you call it? The fun flag. To take that caution, and I wasn't going to duck down with him because I knew he would have to like use some of his tire to catch the field. So I was like, okay, cool. I'll be one more into the green for gas. I'll have a little bit fresher of a tire. Maybe that'll help. Had no idea he would never even be able to really catch the field until we were going green, which was it's crazy to me that the pace car moves that fast here. I didn't think that was going to be an issue. But I
Well,
mean,
it is a Porsche. I mean, it's not a cup car.
it's like a GT3 car. It's built for this, and it took corners, and I was a lot faster than I would dare in an Xfinity car. Um, I mean, all in all, it was a good race. I stayed on the track. I felt like I was pretty quick. I saved my tires, so longer runs were kind of good for me. I was really worried that someone, thank God AJ wasn't here, someone was going to try that fuel saving thing at the very end and be able to stay out. But luckily, we all were at least a couple laps short. So when I saw Kyle duck down, I ducked down the lap after, and said a internal prayer, hoping he wouldn't be able to get to me. Because I mean, he was super quick. I mean, even if we'd been on even tires and he wouldn't have gotten put in the back of the field, I think whoever would have been ahead would have won. It's so hard to pass here, and we both had a good amount of speed. So it would have been a hell of a battle had we both been up there. It's like same thing with the Roval. He caught a bad break there, and I felt like that would have been a really good battle too. But it is life, I guess.
Yeah, you guys. I mean, it was obvious the class of the field. I mean, really, you throwing Skyler in with your guys' group. I mean, you guys. It was you four and then everybody else. It was very clear who the fast group was tonight, which I mean, it's been kind of a recurring thing all the way through season 23 with the Toads. We got two more to go, and what I was actually thinking with drop weeks and stuff, this actually might have done Skyler in. I don't remember off the top of I believe he had missed two races. Which I can actually pull the points back up here. That's what I did a minute ago. Yeah, you're at 9 starts. Skyler is at 7, so he's already 2 behind. So yeah, I mean that's going to hurt him in points. So that, if nothing else, it's really now going to be a battle between you, Kyle, and Rafter. Because Clink, I hate to tell you this, but you're going to have to wreck him out of the way the next couple weeks. You're going to have to win and lead all the laps and wreck these guys. Don't do that. But I'm just saying, you probably that's kind of might be where you're at.
I'd be safe to assume that Davies pretty much got it locked up because I think his results. If you look at his results, I think his worst finish, if you just count today, I think might be like third. So that would be counted. So he would have to, even if he had two really bad races. So I think it's pretty said and done. I've got some bad starts and whatnot. So I will just say Davies pretty much got this by starting.
It stresses me out that we can't see because drop weeks change everything, right? Like I was shocked Skylar dropped because it was stupid amounts of close in these last couple of races. Um, like I have stressed so much over this, and I probably shouldn't have, but I mean, like nonstop worrying about it. Um, but I don't know. I wish we could see drop weeks a little bit easier. I'm not a big math person, and I don't like, you know, adding everyone's points up and all that kind of stuff. But these next 2 weeks, like I'm not bad at the tracks. I'm good at them, but I know Skylar is faster at short tracks. Um, I know Kyle and friggin' Rafter are going to be up front on at Iowa.
Let
I
me
don't
smile.
I don't know how all three of us are going to do at Dover. I tend to burn off my tires too quick and fall back real quick. So that might be another track I need to practice just to hope to God I can get a top three finish in it. Um, but these last two are going to be tough. Short track chaos can make anyone's day really, really bad. So I think as long as I can stay clean in these races and not get caught up in someone else's issue, I think I'll be all right.
Yeah, Davey, your worst finish, if you finished essentially, if you finish above 6th, you're going to gain points. If you finish below 6th, you're going to not gain points. There's no way for you to lose points at this point in the season.
All right, so that's what we're going to have looking up into the last couple weeks here for the Toads, and I'm going to let these guys clear down through here and congratulate our top 3, and we're going to let everybody get back to doing what they're doing, and you guys, thanks for coming out, and there's your Discord link. Remember, we got Facebook, Instagram, we've got the old Twitter machine while it still lasts. Hop on in, we'd love to have you, and we'll see you next week. Thanks for watching.
Good job, buddy. You run right there.